Hey guys, welcome to my channel. Do you know who I'm inviting today? I invited a beautiful lady. I met her in several Brussels networking events. She is introverted like me, and yet she is bold and wild. Let's welcome the one, the only Eya Shaman. Hello, hello, Eya.
Hi,
I
Yuli.
call you Christine or Eya.
You can call me both. It depends. Eya Shaman activity, right? How are you?
I'm good, I'm good. Thank you. Thank you for joining. You're so beautiful.
Thank you very much. I'm glad to be
First
here.
of
Yeah,
all, yeah, thank you for accepting my invitation. And today we are going to talk about our theme is from burnout to blooming.
correct.
So first of all, would you like to introduce yourself, Aya?
Of course. Of course. So I'm here as Eya Shaman. So I'm acting as a medicine woman, a shamanic practitioner, and also bloom dance facilitator. Um, so I have met with you, Edwina. If we meet the first time at Brussels, entrepreneurs in Brussels.
Yeah,
And
networking event.
yeah, I just would like to have, more of the sense of your activity as a YouTube influencer as well. And we are
Yeah,
connected in terms of the welfare. Yeah, it's about.
beautiful. Yeah, and I have been joining your Bloom Dance workshop. It was amazing. I just make a brief introduce about you. That's we all have this introverted part, but yet I see you are very bold, sociable when I see you in a networking event. And also in this Bloom Dance workshop, I see, wow, there's a wild part of you that's totally like blow my, blow my mind. So, Aya, would you like to share as our we gonna talk about the burnout and the blooming. Would you like to share your story? The point that you were burnout and what's the turning point that shifts this version of you right now?
Of course. And thank you very much for the introduction. Okay, so I'm trying to reflect on my own story, right? Um, so it's a specific point on time, like I think it was about 3 years ago. I had enough space and time for myself in terms of health. What happened is that basically I stopped a mission. It was a very key one, an international one. And it's like you are traveling all the time, then you have this project and this program, and you just rush out from one project to another. And basically I have settled in Brussels, and upon that time I just decided to take a little break, and this was a very moment that my body decided to extend the break. Because I did not perceive at first that, yeah, I had entered this specific space of burning out. Um, so I was a bit disconnected from my body and my emotions. And it was, yeah, a bit more than 3 years ago, sorry. Um, and at, mm, I think about 6 months, at this period of time, 6 months later on, because I had this space open, it has helped me to reconnect to some memory, the ancestral memory. And basically it was, a reconnection with shamanisms. So that was really the inflection point, the start.
Mm, Eya, would you mind to? I I don't hear you very well actually.
Oh,
Um, you mentioned about the ancestral story.
yeah, the memory is correct.
Can you share more about this? I'm curious. How did you discover this ancestral part?
Correct. So at first, I was surprised myself because usually you know your senses. So the five senses are quite well known. When it goes to extra perceptions, it's a bit different because I did not know exactly how to go through this experience. So what happened basically is that I could reconnect to stories. It's a kind of flashback. And I was directly attracted in terms of my attention towards specific topics. Um, so it really started with synchronicity, for example. I basically, go into the library, then I start to see a very specific topic. I'm searching online, and then I discover directly the training I was looking for. Then I open this very specific book, and there is a Native American shamanic protocol inside. Then, I just follow basically the cycle. And when I start to dig in, it's like if you already know everything which is inside this book. You don't know exactly where does that come from because it's really related to your intuition. At the same time, it's really grounded. So it's not something superficial. Um, and then you meet someone, you start to discuss, and you really understand that this person is coming from this specific region related to this protocol. Um, then I start my training, and there I can reconnect to previous lives, and it's also related to shamanisms. So it's really step by step a path that you start to connect with, and it just grows, and then you reconnect to yourself. And it's like if you would uncover some layers. It's about know-how and also some very intuitive knowledge that you have inside. It's just that you need some time to process and to integrate it. I hope it answers.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you for sharing that. And we, I know you are also hypnosis therapist, right? And how would you connect it this process with people who are right now they are burnout and they always have this anxiety feeling? Um, can you share with us more about these parts?
Of course. Okay, because there are two sides to your questions. I will try to elaborate on both. The first, and I feel that this is okay. So about my training and my certification as a hypnotherapist. So I wanted to make sure that people can also connect to their previous lives, to their spirituality. So not only to the usual dimensions that we know about hypnosis, such as trauma. I wanted to go deep and to be able, for example, to work on previous generation links. So how do I connect it basically to the time and the fact that you're really pressured about time or anxious? As entrepreneur, there are too many tasks. There is not enough space. Even though I really like and love what I do, it can really goes inside and it becomes chronic stress. So every day I will overschedule myself. Um, I'm attracted to many options through the day. So, for example, it's all in alignment with me. So, I would like to go for this appointment, then to meet with this person. Yeah, but I have a very big project, so I would like to launch this and this and this. But by the end, if it's not clear about the direction, it's not in alignment with my inner rhythm. Um, if I don't understand that I have beliefs, for example, related to time management, it all goes to the temporality, but something which I'm not in control of.
Mm-hmm.
And this is disconnected, sorry, from my body, how I feel, the intuition. So how to come back to the foundations where I have a very clear foundations and I know from my direction, so this vision, how to align and get it organized, but step by step, because I'm here and now, even though I can connect to other dimensions.
Wow. How to connect it to other dimensions. And as your experience, can everybody do that?
Um, can you be a bit more specific? Everybody can do what?
Like in your hypnosis therapy process, everybody can connect to the other dimension, or it depends on your body or your um, the situation.
Yeah. Thank you for it. Yeah, thank you very much for pointing this out. This is a question that I have often. So, okay, there are again two things that I would like to share. So, the first is when you go to extended state of consciousness, regardless it's shamanic protocol or hypnosis session, um, everyone can go into that state of consciousness. So this is
Mm,
the answer. Uh, Nevertheless, everyone has a different level of sensitivity to it.
right.
So you can match it based on your experience. More you are in contact with this extended state of consciousness, then of course you can connect faster. So this is the sensitivity level, which is a bit different. Mm, Do everyone can go in other dimensions? I believe it. I believe that this is the case. Because to me, it's really a matter of experience and the consciousness. So if I decide and I can just train myself to
Mm-hmm.
open up my perceptions, then again, if I go to other dimensions directly on a daily basis, or if I decide and train myself because it's the first time, I had myself some time to adjust, of course. I needed that time. And now it becomes like, I'm here and there. The temporally, it has also a shift in terms of the time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm curious, what's the benefit to go to the other dimension?
Then my perceptions are higher.
Mm.
Um,
And is it you connected to more with your the source, the universe, or the God, whatever you call it?
Yeah. So, okay. I have again, I would like to share two insights about that. The first one is that before I was really connected here. So
Mm-hmm.
my energy would flow just around my head. To connect towards the dimension, it first connected me back to my heart,
Mm-hmm.
grounding also on earth, because it's really the basics, like first to ground. And then if I'm perfectly grounded and I'm connected to my heart,
Mm-hmm.
then I can connect higher. So vertically, I can go to, it really depends on your own practice. And this is really universal. So I really would like to insist on that. There are no barriers. I do not apply any specific religion. Any kind of spirituality is also welcome. So you can, as you mentioned clearly, I can open myself to the universe or any other call that I would feel as connection to my soul towards higher vertical
Mm-hmm.
dimension.
Your higher self. Oh.
Correct.
This is fascinating. Okay, and let's talk about the wild part. Your balloon dance workshop. How did you shift to this version of you that you can like I know when we dance, recently I read a book, this is psychological and also self-development book. It also mentioned about when we dance, when we do yoga, we can shake it off our negativities or lower energy or unwanted energy. How did you discover this part of you?
Yeah. So, okay, I dance since I'm 3 years old, so it has been a time. And this is really my way to open my heart. So, because we discussed earlier about time, anxiety, regarding time management as entrepreneur. Um, the first thing, and regarding the negativity aspect that you refer to, is that if and when I dance, I'm just here and now. So I already set up myself to really be present here and now.
Mm.
If I am here now and I do not have any specific guidance in terms of the movement, I can let my creativity, in. So if I want to connect, as we basically try together to express to any animal, so your inner child comes into play.
Ah,
There are
I
no
like
borders.
it.
So you can really be here and now, no
Mhm.
judgment. You can express yourself, take your space, and breathe. So everything else just go. It's
Mhm.
over. Like I'm just here.
Literally. And what's so important to nurture your inner child and to be in the present and to let your creativity go wild. Why is so important?
Yeah, that's a very good question. Um, of course, because at a certain period of my life, um, I disconnected myself from my body and my emotions. And when I did that, I also disconnected myself from my inner child. Also, to come back to these limited beliefs or social pressure or family anchored beliefs. If time equals money, if time equals pressure, if I need to be performance and this and this and this and this and this, and I would like to be good at my private and professional life, and it always goes and goes and goes more and more and more and more. Then it's like the adult comes into play and I forget about my inner child. However, the inner child is really crying, like, call me, call me, call me. No,
Yeah.
listen to me now. So it's my way to express it.
Mm. Wow. I love that. So it's more connected to your soul.
To be united.
And if I understand well, can we say like when we nurture our inner child, uh, we nurture our soul, our spirit, so we can balance our uh, spirit, soul, and our body.
That's correct. No, it really feels like you are complete. Not only a portion of yourself is somewhere. No, you are whole, just as a
Wholeness.
and as a spiritual soul connected directly to the source and at the same time is grounded. So
Mm-hmm.
it comes into play and to ground as well. Yeah.
Wow. Wow. Thank you. This is amazing sharing. And I know you have some workshops. You also have this shamanic journey. You have a balloon dance workshop, and you also have Wild Woman Day, right?
Yes,
Is
that's
it
correct.
happening soon, or it's a regularly events?
Yeah. So here it's a new venture. I have to say that I've planned so one edition so far in Brussels. The fact is that I'm gonna transition soon to Indonesia,
Oh,
and so
really? You are going to really move to Indonesia?
um, so at least for the 4 coming months.
Okay,
Uh,
wow,
yeah, that's
that's
correct.
amazing.
Because yeah, of course you ask about the planned editions and is that regular? Um, okay, so just here now I'm located in Brussels, right? And so I have already organized once this white workshop dedicated to women. I just want to make sure that women feel safe, they can really freely express themselves, and also sometimes, because we discussed a lot about the inner child, um, I can also show my sensuality towards the dance and to be a bit more creative or just to connect to um, to my own shadows, I would say. Um, so this was the purpose of this one-day workshop. The fact is that now it's gonna also be, impacted by my journey towards Bali. And so I have no clear answer yet about the next edition in Brussels.
Okay. But you offer, when you were traveling, do you offer an online workshop?
So, okay. What I did, I have organized a shamanic practice the Wednesdays. So for now, it's about 8 p.m. on the Wednesday every week. As of the end of June, it's gonna be around lunchtime because of this time difference, of course, with Bali, so it's online. And regarding the White Woman workshop, um, okay, I've received some information about sound healing, so I would like to offer more than what I already described in my first Brussels edition. And then, of course, it would take place online because I'm not physically, in Europe. in the coming months.
Okay. Okay. Thank you for sharing that. And when before your Indonesian trip, will you have a balloon dance workshop again? I asked that for myself.
Yeah, definitely. So my last edition before I go will take place on the 10th of June. So more than welcome to
End
join.
of June.
Yes.
Okay.
Evening at 7 p.m., 10th of June. Yeah, correct.
Mhm. Okay. I really want to discover more my creativity part and also nurture my inner child for sure. Last time I have already experienced that, and yeah, I really feel good when we really open our body and feel safe. Oh, this is so important. Feel safe. You can fully express yourself with your body,
Correct.
and to let go also the introverted part, or more most of the time we have this mask or layers, and once you take it off, you really I think everybody was also amazed themselves when they do the bloom dance.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much. You are more than welcome. And I have to say that in terms of the progress, the people who came, because now it has been, I had this question this morning, it has been 2.5 years that I do organize the Bloom Dance workshop. And the, like, in terms of the movement, how space is used in terms of the energy, the way the people speak about themselves, also they see their image or just the connection towards the body. Um, it has really shifted a lot. So if I compare when I met first, for example, with one of my first consultants, so because it's a facilitation, I have sometimes difficulties to just a bloom dancer. So one of my first bloom dancer, um, yeah, the way she looks now is totally different in terms of the energy. Um, she feels so confident, and at first she basically just stayed, on the side in a corner. It was difficult. It was really uncomfortable, and now she gains.
Mm-hmm.
Um,
Wow.
So yeah, the
So
like,
curious.
we only took, part in one edition, so I'm really feeling flattered. It's a very positive feedback, what you say.
Um, I think we have some bug and disconnection here. What I hear is you mentioned about a lady, a girl who in the beginning she was very shy and she doesn't know how to do it, and in the end she gained her confidence,
Correct.
right?
Yes, the space she takes, just in terms of the body language, the tone in terms of the voice, uh, just the way she greets also with other. There are multiple dimensions in the way we dance. Um, if you feel uncomfortable to take your own space, and then you start playing, as we discussed with the inner child, and then you really feel confident with yourself, so you start to dance with others as well. It has a lot to do with creativity. Um, if it's conscious also in terms of the playlist, we can also go in deep around the topic. Do I like the music? Do I feel at ease? Am I grounded today? Or I don't know, is there a shift into my energy? Can I breathe properly? So it's mm, okay. If I come, to the session and I have a lot in my mind, then I'm back home and I feel so light. So there are a lot of dimensions covered.
Mm. You feel come back home.
Hmm.
Do you mean that? I apologize. Here I have some disconnection.
I clearly hear you, so I hope. Um, okay, let me check on the Wi-Fi.
No, maybe it's my side. Okay, but thank you for sharing because I heard you mention about home, right?
Yes, correct. So in a way, it's the way to reunite, to feel complete, to just be here and now. So you do not speak, you just express yourself with the move. Yeah, the improvised move.
Wow, that's really your true self.
Correct. Yeah, there are no masks. There is no judgment. It's really safe space. You you are yourself when you join, and then it becomes just here and now. So it's not even about you and me or the group energy. It's just the way it feels. Yeah.
That's beautiful. That's really beautiful. Thank you for sharing that with us. And I have a last question. When you feel that this pleasure blooming point, how do you feel when you are blooming?
Hmm. It's like I have regained my sovereignty. So I
Uh-huh.
can really, for example, use my voice. I can express myself through the body. I can, really be connected towards my emotions and also to share it, to spread it around. I can also feel grounded and connected at the same times, to my perceptions. So um, it's not
So it's
only,
really authentic.
can you
It's
repeat?
really authentic you, and you don't need to pretend anybody else.
Correct. Hi, Edwina. Can you hear me? I confirmed, like it's really authentic.
Okay. It's because it's again it's disconnected. But thank you for coming back.
No worries. This is quite funny what you describe in terms of disconnection.
Hmm.
What I understood from previous experiences is that when we share something which is really critical, it might sometimes
Uh-huh.
disconnect.
Sometimes really. So it's about energy, right?
Correct. Yes, it is. Because it's quite a key message. So sometimes it just disconnects. Correct.
Oh, then if whoever people who is watching now or watch later, if they catch this key, then it's a gift. It's a blessing.
Yeah.
Amazing. Okay. Yeah. Would you like to share where people can connect with you? Is it from your social media or your website or anywhere you would like people if they feel want to connect with you or people who are in Brussels? Uh, they can join your workshop before you going to Indonesia?
For sure. So in terms of social media, so I'm present on Instagram, on LinkedIn. So if you just type Eya Shaman, of course you may find me. Um,
Mhm.
in terms of
I will
how,
also help you place your link below
okay,
in description later.
of course. I can still, yeah, share any extra information if needed. Um, and so for the workshops and out the extensive description, if people are in Brussels or at a distance, then I have displayed everything on Eventbrite, you know, this
Okay.
platform. So if
Eventbrite.
you type again Eya Shaman into the browser, uh, you shall find it. So just Google Eya Shaman and all the first results, it goes directly to my profile. I'm quite flexible, so whatever you are still on Facebook, if you use Instagram, if you prefer a more formal set of tone on LinkedIn, or if you want to go and join live, then Eventbrite platform to have all the events, the collective events details.
Okay. Thank you. Again, thank you for sharing your time and your energy with me today. I love your sharing. I love your energy, and we will meet up soon before you go to Indonesia. And I would like to experience the bloom dance again. And yeah, I believe you will have a wonderful trip in Indonesia and bring back more wild or creativity to your world.
Thank you very
So
much.
thank you. And yeah,
It's a real
yeah,
pleasure.
thank you. I truly appreciate your time.
Oh, sorry. I didn't want to interrupt. It's again about the Wi-Fi, I presume. I just wanted to say thank you to you because I really appreciate, you know, your level of reactivity. What we discussed before, we connected towards Brussels, but I have also the perception that we can go deeper and to move forward in terms of, you know, our universes. Um, so more than welcome, of course, to join on the 10th of June to dance together. And I will definitely get back to you prior to my departure.
It's the 10th of June, right? 10th of June, I'm not in Brussels. Oh my God,
Oh,
I just realized. But
that's
I know you will have an online workshop
yeah, that's correct. The workshop it will take place
after
on.
your
So I sent you.
or after your Indonesian trip.
Yeah, there is only the time difference, but of course I will adapt. So yeah,
Yeah,
it is a matter of time,
okay.
right?
Yeah, okay. Good. Wonderful. Thank you, Aya. Aya.
Yeah, Shaman. Yeah. Thank you,
All
Edwina.
right. Thank you so much. See you very soon.
See you too. Bye bye. Have a good day.
Bye. Have a lovely day. Bye.
Thank you.